Hey everyone, welcome back to Rebecca's Colouring Arts and Crafts. So today I'm actually just going to do a bit of a flip through. I've been putting this off for ages, hence I've got quite a large collection of books here that I haven't actually done flip throughs of. So yeah, I'm evil and I decided I would work through these today and start working through some flip throughs, as well as I'm going to go back to my colour alongs. I've also finished another part of my own image, so I'm going to be working on that after. But yeah, so I just wanted to do basically show you all of my books, which there's probably 20 or 30 or more that I have been collecting over time. I will probably look at doing colour alongs in these as time goes. It depends on time. There's probably some which have some parts that I've started colouring but haven't gotten back to because they're my own personal stuff. And typically when I'm colouring, I'm recording so that I can get videos up for everyone. So yeah, I don't tend to do a lot of my own time because I'm now also working on my own images. So yeah, anyway, so we're sort of going to start with showing some, basically the colouring books I've collected over time, and I'll do solo flip throughs in separate videos over time, so we'll get there. The reason I have Semjalis Nova here is I've done a flip through of this, but it was actually an incorrect copy, so the pages weren't right and all of that in it. It's actually a bit dinted from when I've received it in the mail, it looks like, because it's basically been on my shelf and nowhere else since I got it. So I think I talked about it being a bit damaged when I got it. Now I think about it, yeah, it was damaged when it arrived, but I could not afford to send it back and pay the postage cost for that. So yeah, it's a shame, because even as you'll notice, the inside images are dinted and damaged as well. But that's our post, it seems to be. I regularly receive things damaged in the post, so it's kind of annoying and a pain, but nothing I can do about it. So anyway, we're going to start here. We're going to start with Semjalis Nova by Tomislav Tomic. So obviously I've done a flip through of this, but I'm going to do another with the version that is in the correct order. I only got this one because I also got Villain Sand by Tomislav Tomic. This one's actually a lot skinnier and came with a poster, but yeah, it's like I wanted it. This one doesn't seem to have the damage that Semjalis Nova does because they seem to be sent in separate packages, so it seems to depend on the mail people you get as to what's damaged, what's not. Then I also have Menuet de Bohor, which I really want to start working in this one and possibly do a colour through from beginning to end. I'll see, but it's one that I really love. It's got all these cute, gorgeous images of animals and flowers and plants and stuff like that. I know I just opened it randomly to look at it, but I do that every time I get this book. From what I think this is a Japanese copy. I think I saw somewhere recently an English copy. I'm not sure, but I think this is the Japanese version of it. So yeah, you got cute little bunnies and stuff, but we'll save that for the flip through. Don't get distracted. I'm getting totally utterly distracted again, like usual. Can't do much with those. Next I have Jasmine Beckett Griffith's Halloween book, colouring book. I haven't actually been able to do anything in this one yet. I've done a flip through of her original book, which I have started an image in, but I've never gotten to get back to finish it because it's an off-camera image, and yeah, but what can I do? Just the underneath book I just found, it's a bit damaged and I don't think I've done it, but yeah, I bought it, so it might have been damaged in store and I might have just bought the other one, but it was quite a while ago that I did it, that I got it. But I'd say, yeah, possibly slightly better paper than Bennett Klein. But this one's Enchanting Motifs, a multi-level creative colouring book. And yeah, there is some damage to the spines and stuff there, but what can I do? Then we also have Creative Haven, Fanciful Faces. I just want to have a look. Yeah, the paper feels a bit better than Bennett Klein's, but it's still thin with all of these. I find the cheaper books don't tend to have the thicker paper. So I'm not sure if when I do these ones I may photocopy it onto a thicker paper because of the fact that I don't think they would hold up to how I like doing things. But I really liked that one too. We also have Peacock Designs colouring book by Creative Haven. So this is just like different peacock images. It's quite pretty. Positively Zen, a multi-level creative colouring book. This one's also got some damage. I think I got these from my local reject shop or something, so I think that might be why they're a bit damaged, because they were in the reject shop and people don't always, shall we say, care for them as well in those spots. So it's like a reject shop where they sell everything cheaper, so they're probably in there partly because they were originally damaged. I'm not sure, because they've all got some sort of damage to them on the covers. And this is another one from a reject shop. Everyone loves colouring patterns, so this is just a whole heap of patterns, but they're a lot darker in the lines. And yeah, that one's also a bit damaged, but not much I can do about it, I guess. We also have Joanna's Christmas, a festive colouring book. Romantic Country, the second tale. I don't actually have the third book in this series. I've got the first, which I've already done a flip through of. I tried going through, and hopefully I don't have double ups, but I tried going through and checking which I've done videos of, which I haven't, so that when I do the flip throughs today, or try to get as many done today as I can, then I can do it easier. But yeah, we've also got The Time Chamber by Daria Song, The Time Garden by Daria Song, and Tolkien's World, a colouring book. This one I've noticed the images are quite varied. Some are really simple, some are more detailed, like this one. So, and then they also leave spaces where you probably could add in things, but this is basically from Lord of the Rings and Hobbit and all of Tolkien's colouring images and stuff. We've also got Flowers, an advanced colouring book, and I can't remember what colours I was using, but I basically, as you'll notice here, I'd started an image, but I can't remember what colours I was using, and I'm pretty certain these are Prismacolors that I started trying to use for the branch, but I need to play with them and find out exactly which colours they were, because it's been so long I just can't remember. Not to mention I haven't really gotten back to it like I probably should have, but yeah. So, but this is just like advanced flowers with patterns, so it's a really nice book. And you know how I like the advanced images. Then we've also got Throne of Glass colouring book. So I actually have the book series, but I'm yet to finish reading them. So I'm hoping to do a bit of this once I'm reading those book series. I've also got Kaleidoscope Adventure, or Kaleidoscopic Adventure, which is just like a colouring book with kaleidoscopes. So it's like there's one finer detailed version and then one with more black for doing it, so it's just like patterns and simple patterns, just things that you can mindlessly do. I haven't actually started that yet. This was my first ever colouring book I got, so the creative colouring book for grown-ups. And I'll just show you a couple that I'd started in here. So these are with Derwent Studio pencils. This one was with Derwent Studio pencils and gel pen. And then this is one that I've started but as of yet haven't finished because time and, shall we say, I'm not exactly finding time to do finish a lot of my own pieces currently. But yeah, something I'm working on anyway. And then we've also got creative colouring for grown-ups, Glorious Gardens. So this one's just all sorts of flower images, floral things, but we'll do a flip through. Looks like there's some bugs and that in there too. And I need to shift these quickly because they're taking up the light. Got too many. I've also got beautiful patterns, creative colouring for grown-ups, beautiful patterns, so just a whole heap of patterns again, which I haven't yet gotten to. I've also got Doodle Invasion by featuring illustrations by Kirby Rezans. So Kirby Rezans is the author that does Animorphia, Magimorphia, all of those. I haven't actually bought his latest books because they're a lot more grayscale and a lot smaller, and I don't particularly like buying a lot of smaller image amounts in the books. I'd prefer to buy larger image amounts. Also got creative colouring animals. So this one, the animals are actually a lot of spots and dark patterns. There is a lot of dark colours in there, but I really like how it looks. And it's also got little quotes in there. If I could be half the person my dog is, I'd be twice the human I am. So there's quotes on the back of each of the images of the animals in there. I've also got Colour Me Crazy, illustrated by Peter Deligdish. I'm not sure if this has images from Kirby Rezans, but it's a lot of very detailed patterns again. So I was going through a phase where I really liked patterns when I got those, but I haven't actually gotten to colour any of them yet. I've also got Magimorphia by Kirby Rezans, Animorphia by Kirby Rezans. I did have a version that I had started colouring, but with the way the spine was, it was this image here. I had to leave part of it because the spine sort of bubbled where that was. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to go about colouring that version now, but I really want to try colouring it again because I had a second copy, so I grabbed out my second copy and packed that other copy away. I did because the bubbling was going to allow me to not finish colouring it. Also in Magimorphia, if you can find the image, you'll notice I have started colouring one in here. This is with my Derwent Inktense pencils. So this is what I've done in the image, and I've started working on a bit of a blue, just a blue background with mixed colours from the Derwent Inktense pencils as well, so yeah. Then we got Where the Wildflowers Grow by Adriana Picker. So this is just a lot of flower images. I'll do a flip through that later. I bought it from her website thinking it would come with postcard and that, like some people got it, but it didn't, so I was kind of sad, but it's like, well, I guess you get what you get. Oh, sorry, I was just looking at that one off to the side briefly as I said that. We've also got Pop Manga, Mermaids and Other Sea Creatures. So this one's by Camilla D'Erico. I've previously done a flip through of her first book, which I think was Pop Manga or something like that. So I'll just show. I haven't done much. I just randomly started this one time in my off time and haven't finished it. I didn't actually write down what colours I was using there for the skin. Whoops, and which pencils I was even using. Maybe I did, I'll have to check my diary anyway. But yeah, so that's just a pretty image of mermaids and creatures and things like that. I've also got, these ones were provided by Penguin Random House a while ago and I still need to work in them. So we got Lizzie Mary Cullen's The Magical Journey colouring book, the Magical Christmas colouring book, the Magical City colouring book. They're all by Lizzie Mary Cullen and I was provided those by Penguin Random House in exchange for a review. And I actually haven't done a flip through of Joanna Basford's Enchanted Forest. I'm noticing the cover and that on this one's very sort of cream, ivory, yellow kind of thing. And then lastly, I'll just shift these over here. Lastly, we got two last books and I'm gonna need to extend the tripod possibly to do those, but we've got Fantastic Cities by Steve McDonald and Legendary Landscapes. I can't remember, just mentions Colourworth, so I can't remember exactly who that was by, but it's a very large colouring book, as you'll see. Only this is fully extended page and you can see one page in it, but they're double pages. You kind of there are double pages in here, but I just can't find them at the minute. So yeah, it wouldn't fit. I'd have to take the tripod taller to do that. So yeah, anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed this colouring book haul. I know it's been a while coming. I've been seriously procrastinating with it and now I'm gonna go and start trying to do some flip throughs. These two, I'm not quite sure when I'll do flip throughs yet. It'll probably be, I'll have to adjust the tripod and everything, so I'm going to work, I'll probably do these ones last or later on, not right now. So I will aim to get these ones done, but I've just got a lot of others to do in the meantime. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please leave a like, subscribe and comment, and I will see you later. Bye!